everyone thinks crypto is trying to, replace the US dollar. But what if I told you crypto might actually, make the dollar stronger? See, most people, completely misunderstand, what's happening right now in the financial system. And in the post that Trump just made about, the Genius Act and the Clarity Act actually reveals something much bigger on, behind the scenes. So let me break this down in a way that actually makes sense. So what Trump is really talking about, Trump is talking about two major crypto laws that could reshape the financial system. So the first one is called the Genius Act. And the second one is called the Clarity Act. So the Genius Act is mainly focused on stablecoins. Now, if you don't know what stablecoins is, think of it like this. It's basically a digital US dollar that lives on the internet. Coins like USDT or USDC are designed to, stay equal to US dollars. So if you hold one stablecoin, it's supposed to represent $1. But here's the part that most people don't understand. When someone buys a stablecoin, that dollar usually get invested into U.S. Treasury bills. That means stablecoins companies are actually buying, massive amounts of U.S. government debt. So every time more stablecoins are created, that means more demand for U.S. Treasuries. And this is extremely important right now because the United States needs constant buyers of its debt. This is one of the hidden reasons, the government selling cares about, regulating crypto instead of fighting it. Now, here's where this get even bigger. So imagine people all around the world in Africa, Asia, South America using digital dollar through stablecoins instead of their own local currencies. That would massively increase global demand for the US dollar, which means the United States would strengthen its financial power globally. So crypto in this case isn't replacing the dollar. It could actually expand the dollar, influence worldwide. So Trump also mentioned, banks in his post. And that's not random. So banks make money by holding their deposit. But if people start holding stable coins instead of keeping money in their bank account, banks lose deposit, they lose liquidity, and they lose control over payment system. So traditional banks don't exactly love this, idea. So Trump also warned, that if the U.S. don't move fast on crypto regulation, the industry could move into other countries, especially China. China has already been building its own digital currency system. So this isn't just about crypto, it's about who control the future of global money. If these laws pass, we could see a few major things happen. More institutions, more entering crypto, more companies building blockchain financial system in the United States, and stablecoins become one of the biggest demand drivers for U.S. Treasuries, which means crypto could become deeply connected to traditional financial system. So the big takeaway is this. Crypto might not replace the dollar, it might actually help spread the dollar across the entire world. And that's why, governments are suddenly paying very close attention to this industry. So if you want more breakdown like this about what's really happening, in the market, make sure you follow Johnson Investments because we go deeper than just the charts. Peace.